So TNA Wrestling, brother, did something tonight. They celebrated. They had a party. They really didn't have a party, but they did celebrate, brother, by having a pay-per-view. You wanna know what was, dude? TNA Slammiversary 10th year anniversary edition. So, like I said, not like I said, but, TNA has Slammiversary tonight. Overall, pretty good show. Some matches I said they're going, one match in particular kind of disappointed me. But however, it was a good overall show. I enjoyed it. Props to TNA, and congratulations on them celebrating 10 years being in the company, being around. So, anyway, let's start off for this review. So, Hulk Hogan, brother, comes out. Impact Wrestling, dude. I want to make a match. Forget the weight limit, brother, for tonight. Because you know what, dude? What we're gonna have, listen to me, brother. The X Division title on the line, brother. You know what's gonna be? Austin Aries, the greatest man ever lived, versus Samoa Submission Machine. Say that 10 times fast, I dare you, dude. Samoa Joe. So anyway, Samoa Joe and Austin Aries have their match for the X Division Championship. And, it was a good way to start off the pay-per-view. It was a fun match, a lot of good spots. They got quite a bit of time, too, which was good. And, Austin Aries, went over and, won the match and whatnot. So, it was a good way to start off the pay-per-view. Good to see, two guys who can, flat out fly. One of them, kind of smaller guy. The other one, a big guy and whatnot. But still, a very good way to start off the pay-per-view. And props to TNA starting off that for the pay-per-view. And then we have... This match was so goddamn random. Like, seriously. How can you... And I know it's a filler. I understand that, TNA. It was a filler match. Not too bad of a filler match. Kid Cash versus Hernandez. And I'm thinking, God, when was the last time any one of these guys were on TV? And this is the part that confused me, okay? Christy Hemme, right? The ring announcer. She's like, 1/2 of Mexican America. Mexican America is still around? Like, I thought friggin' Anarchia got fired from the company like a month to a month and a half ago. It's still around? That's like saying, oh, representing Immortal for like, I don't know, Gunner. Still around. But anyway, this match wasn't too bad, like I said. Not bad for a match. Hernandez goes over and, wins. And I noticed too, TNA was doing this kind of all night. Since of course it's the 10-year anniversary of TNA, they had kind of the top 5 moments type of deal. They had like a list of the top moments in TNA history, and the top 3 was AJ Styles defeating Jerry Lynn to become the first ever X Division champion. And I thought it was kind of cool how they were like reliving the past type of deal during the night, So it was like, okay, pretty cool, not bad. And then we have the tag team match. No, not the exciting tag team match that I'll get to later. The other tag team match. Robbie E, Mr. TNA version of Zack Ryder, aka Paulie, and the Big British version of frickin' Batista, minus Mason Ryan's looks, versus Garrett Bischoff and frickin' Devon. Okay, this match wasn't bad. It was just, I didn't care. Like, the match was okay. I'm not bashing the match. I just didn't care. Did anyone care about this match? Like, tell me in the comments, did you freaking care about this match? I don't care about Garrett Bishop Devon versus Robbie E and Robbie T. It's kind of like, to me, kind of like John Cena and Big Show. I don't care about this. I do not freaking care. The problem is John Cena Big Show's main eventing No Way Out. This is not main eventing Slammiversary, thank God. I do not care though. But still, an okay match. Garrett Bischoff, Devon win. I just want Robbie E and Robbie T off my freaking television. I don't want to see them. Please, again, Garrett Bischoff. It's not working with you. And Devon, I just wish someone was a little bit more prestigious with the belt. But you know what? I give him credit every single week on TV. He freaking defends the championship. So I'm not going to bash the guy and whatnot. He's a seasoned veteran and then some. So, a pretty okay match. So then we have the Triple Threat TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Number 1 contender, for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Jeff Hardy versus Rob Van Dam versus Mr. Anderson. And I noticed the crowd was really into this match. The crowd was pretty hot tonight. I thought maybe some other stuff for the crowd. Like I'll get to that later. Some of the stuff they could have been going a little bit crazy for, but they didn't. And I kind of thought, what the heck? But it was interesting. A good crowd though overall. Helped with this pay-per-view obviously. But back to this match. It was good. It was entertaining. Again, a few spots here, and I thought it was interesting. Of course, you have RVD and Jeff Hardy, two high-flying guys. And you got Mr. Anderson, who's not really a high flyer, but he's more of a ground pace type of guy. As Mike Tenay would say, good old happy Mike Tenay. Sorry, if you know me, I just not a huge fan of Mike Tenay on commentary. Taz, I don't mind, but anyway, this match, not too bad. Jeff Hardy hits the Swanton bomb off the top rope, lands on RVD, but Mr. Anderson, takes advantage, throws Jeff Hardy out. It's a mic check on RVD, 1, 2, 3. And Mr. Anderson won. I thought to myself, wow, TNA actually shocked me because I actually thought Jeff Hardy was going to win. I mean, come on, he's like the hottest thing they have in that company. Well, not the hottest thing, but one of. I mean, hottest means, he sells the most merchandise and whatnot. And it's like, okay, so what do they go do with Jeff Hardy now, But, Mr. Anderson being number one contender, not bad. Maybe he might become champion this Thursday on Impact. Who knows what happens. So, not bad match. And then we have, oh, God. Crimson. Good old Crimson, Mr. I've been undefeated for more than 470 freaking days and no one gives a crap. Like, seriously. The crowd doesn't care when they start chanting Goldberg randomly out of nowhere when he makes his entrance. Like, seriously, who freaking cares? I don't care. I know it's a lot of people on YouTube and, wrestling fans do not care. Like, freaking, I wrote it on Twitter and I was getting all these retweets and crap. Because no one freaking cares. Like, sorry, dude. Like, at first it was kind of cool. Like, oh, this big, strong guy, Crimson, Something different. Some new star. And he was getting pretty good on the mic, too. And then now he's just shoving in goddamn our throats. Freaking is undefeated. And he's facing guys like Eric Young. And, and then he has this open challenge. I'm thinking, God, speaking of Eric Young, please do not have Eric Young come out here. And thank God he didn't. It was a Cowboy James Storm. And I thought, okay, cool. And this is when I thought the crowd maybe should have been a little bit more excited. They were just like, oh, yeah, James Storm. I was like, the guy is competing for the first time in, like, what? A month and a half for you guys, and you don't even show for any freaking enthusiasm. Like, freaking, the hell? He was practically gone from the company. But, James Storm hits his, finishing move, the kick. And, beats Crimson. Short match, but it was short and sweet, And, so much for that undefeated streak. But, it's good to see James Storm back. And, of course, now, with him ending the streak, maybe it brings him to, kind of brings him, how do I say this? It gives him confidence, because before he's like, oh, I don't have much confidence because, I lost to Bobby Roode. I had the chance, but I lost, whatever. Now it's kind of like he builds his confidence to, get back up and possibly, get back to TNA World Tour Championship. So it's cool to see that. And then we have Dixie Carter come out. And Dixie Carter's like, oh, I want to thank every single one of, every wrestler that's ever stepped foot in this ring. And everybody, please come out. And then I literally wrote this on Twitter. There goes kayfabe TNA. Because freaking James Storm and freaking Crimson, who just had a match, literally, are about, I don't know, about 2 feet away from each other. And I'm thinking, yep, there goes kayfabe. Kayfabe just went out the door. But, WWE's done it at times whenever someone retires or it's their birthday, for crying out loud. So, yeah. So anyway, Dixie Carter announces the first inductee into the TNA Hall of Fame. And I'm thinking, if it's Christian Cage, I'm waiting for it. And then it wasn't Christian Cage. I'm like, wow, maybe it's, I'm back, baby. Jeff Jarrett, it makes sense. The guy founded the company, But no, it was Sting. And I thought, no, not bad. Stinger, he's what? The oldest active roster guy on the roster and whatnot, on the wrestling roster, that is. And it was just cool to see. Like, oh, Sting's been there for a while. He's been there practically since day one, and it just makes sense for him. So congrats to Sting being the inductee of TNA. I'm sorry, I just gotta get used to saying that. TNA Hall of Fame. It's just like, ew. TNA, you could have waited for it. Just saying. But anyway. So then, you know, Sting's basically saying thank you to the fans, and then the fans saying thank you, Sting, and then they started chanting, "You still got it." And Dixie Carter was basically saying, "You still got it." No offense, this is the problem I have. No offense to Sting, but okay. He, in my honest opinion, does not still have it. Can he still wrestle in the ring and put a decent match? Yeah, but he's not gonna freaking be the same Sting he was back in WCW and freaking early in TNA. No, freaking no. But anyway, speaking of no, Gail Kim versus Miss Teschmacher for the Knockouts Championship. And I know people were bashing this, saying, "Oh, this match sucked. It was stupid, whatever." I do think their match of Sacrifice was better than this one. But you know, it was good to see someone different with the belt, and I thought Miss Teschmacher actually did a pretty okay job. You know, and you know, Miss Teschmacher became the new Knockouts champion in her home state of Texas. And guys, it's somewhat different. And I mean, they did do some things that you probably would not see now in a Divas match. For example, you know, Miss Teschmacher basically flew off the, or Brooke Teschmacher, I should say, flew off the apron and landed onto the, you know, floor. You know, you don't see the Divas doing that anymore. But, you know, not bad. And then we had Bully Ray versus Joseph Park in an Anything Goes match. And I sat there going, when the hell was this called Anything Goes? Because I don't remember it. But, you know, Joseph Park's wearing his little Under Armour thing, and, you know, Bully Ray's like, "Do you know who I am?" That's a great line. "Do you know who I am?" You know, but I'm thinking, man, how are they going to pull off Abyss being in this match? Because we all know, you know, Joseph Park is the same guy. Like, freaking, how the hell are they going to do this? So, you know, it was just interesting to see how they're doing this and how the spots, whatnot. You know, at one point, Joseph Park goes under the ring, and Bully Ray's like, "What the hell?" He has a table set and all that. And then comes out Abyss under the ring, choke slams him. Abyss goes back under the ring. Out comes Joseph Park, magic out of nowhere, sees Bully Ray do the table and pins him. This was just a comedy match, like, really? Like, seriously. They try to make this so serious. So funny, it's funny, it's serious. It's so serious, it's funny. That's the part I'm looking for. Oh boy. So then we had Hulk Hogan again, brother. He's coming out there saying, "Oh yeah, well, we're going to have a surprise, brother." And then comes out Christian Cage. And I'm thinking, well, TNA pulled a fast one on me. Not really, because I knew Christian was there, you know. And this is a problem I have with TNA. WWE at least kind of, when it comes to surprises, they keep it quiet. When at least if there's a rumor, Vince is like, "Oh, I'm going to screw you fans. I'm going to do the other way around. Screw your mind." But I think, you know, seeing Christian Cage in TNA again was pretty cool. I found it kind of funny though when he said, "Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're missing a few sides here." You know, just, you know, kind of found that kind of head moment. But you know, just cool to see him again in the ring. You know, at first I was confused. I'm like, "Oh yeah, TNA let Ric Flair be in the WWE Hall of Fame, so I guess Christian was allowed to be in one night only, being TNA." And then we have the tag team match for the tag team championships. Daniels, Kazarian versus AJ Styles and Kurt Angle. And man, was this match great. This match was entertaining, fun. To me, match of the night by far. This match was just had everything. It was fun, again, fun, entertaining, just good match, you know? Fun, high flying, a lot of spots, got a lot of time too. Well, it seemed like, I think both these guys, all these guys look strong. Kazarian, Angle, Styles, and Daniels. Just good up match. I thought maybe like Daniels and Kazarian maybe should have retained because they just got the belts about a month ago. But hey, AJ and Kurt Angle win, and after Angle hits the ankle lock on Kazarian tapping out, and again it was just a fun good old match. And I just wonder, okay, this whole Daniels and Kazarian have this dirt, you know, this whole Dixie Carter and AJ Styles drama thing. How's that going to go after them losing the belts? So, and then now we got the TNA World Championship, Bobby Roode versus Sting. Pretty good match. Well, I should just say pretty good. Just say okay match. I'll say the back. Okay match. I thought this match was going to be better. This was a disappointing match to me. I thought this match was going to be better. You know, Sting makes Roode tap out, but he was on the announcer's table, and the ref's like, "You got to be in the ring." So Roode uses one of the James Storm beer bottles that he left there, ironically,
And Bobby Roode smashes over the head of Sting when the referee wasn't looking. So I'm thinking, well, that builds up the Storm and Roode feud down the future. Basically, Roode could say, Storm could say, well, use one of my beer bottles to win a match. Whatever. And I'm thinking, okay, Roode retains. Very good. And then freaking Sting just goes, after he's all bloody and everything, just goes like crazy. Like, he literally just freaking starts attacking Roode, hits the Scorpion Death Drop all the way on the stage, from the stage to the floor, and then gets back up. And I'm thinking, okay, Roode retains. Good. And I understand you want to make Sting look good because it's kind of like Sting's night because he got inducted to the Hall of Fame and he's been there for so damn long. But really, you made him look that strong at the end. How the hell does that make sense? Like, ugh. Anyway, still an overall decent show. Damn, this video is way too long. See ya.